Okay then, this is going to be a little bit different. Well, no, it's kind of going to be like that one I did already, like this. It is a Q&A. It's an extended Q&A. I've only got one, well, I say one question. It's a set of questions from one person. And I'm going to do it in its own video because it's going to take a while and would be too big to tack on the end of a gameplay. So the question is from 911 Gamer, Steve. Link to his channel down below in the info area. Question for Q&A, brackets. Well, several questions really. I've gone a bit overkill, close brackets. You're trapped in a room that will repeat forever, daily. But it will seem new to you every day after you've made your choices, so you'll never know what you chose. Each day could be different depending on your mood, but it will only involve the items you chose. For example, one day may be wasted reading the book you chose. Okay, rules. You're allowed one game, one movie. Pretty sure that'll be Blade Runner. He says. One website to visit, one meal, one dessert, one pack or bag of sweets, Mars bar, quarter of sherbet, etc. One beer or alcoholic beverage, one normal drink, one book or magazine, one music album or audio book, one toy, for example Rubik's Cube, train set, action figure, blah blah, one phone call to anyone, past or present, famous or not. I'm sure you've covered some of these before, but it's a slightly different setup in that you are stuck with these choices forever, without knowledge prior to your initial choices. You wake up oblivious to your selection each day after. I hope this makes some sort of sense. It does, and it's fascinating. I suppose I should take control of my geezer. I'm not playing the objectives, I'm just wandering. So, choices for the rest of my existence, every single day, the same things, but I don't realise they're the same things. You cannot harvest all of the animals' parts. I don't care, I'm not harvesting any animals. If I've just shot something, I don't care. Okay, so one game for the rest of my life. You're probably thinking I'm going to say Star Wars Arcade, and once upon a time I might have, but I'm not going to say that. And before I continue, this will be interesting. This is also a beer review, because beer is good on a hot day, and it's hot, especially in this room. This is Morrison's Best Bitter. Alcohol 2.8% by volume. So piss weak, cheap, £2 for 4 cans. I'm not a big bitter drinker, but I wanted something unchallenging and not high in alcohol. So this will do. Last time I drank bitter it was John Smith's. I drank 5 cans and threw up because I drank 5 cans, and that was back when I could drink, and I can't really drink. So well, that's fairly inoffensive. Nothing, I mean, it doesn't stand out from a non-alcoholic drink really. A bit of a bitter aftertaste, which is surprising considering it's called bitter, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, would I recommend that? Only if you're broke. Ooh, look. Aminals. Shall we shoot them? Nah, can't be bothered. So yes, one game for the rest of my existence. Same game every day. Grand Theft Auto 5, basically. A lot of you will know that I was going to say that. I had been hoping that this particular game, Red Dead Redemption 2, would fall into the same category, big open world sandbox thing where you can twat about and do whatever the hell you like. And I mean, basically it is that, but it's just a lot less exciting and, to my mind, a lot less fun. Because it plays it fairly straight, where Grand Theft Auto is ridiculously silly and so a lot of fun. It's not silly, and I like silly, so that's probably why I'm underwhelmed by this game. Eat or pick? Eat what? Let's eat whatever it is. Oregano. What's that? What's that going to do for me? Probably give me indigestion. Yeah, so Grand Theft Auto 5 for the one game that I will play for the rest of my existence. Movie. Steve reckons I will pick Blade Runner. You're wrong. I'm kind of all Blade Runnered out. I love the film. But when you've watched a film over 1,000 times, not exaggerating, autism will do that to you. It reaches a point where literally there's nothing you can see on it that you haven't seen. I can't believe there's anything in that film that I've missed, any detail, any little thing happening in the background that I've not noticed, any animal being walked through the sort of market type scene. I think I've seen it all, heard it all, watched all the various different versions and all of that, and made my own version through editing. So I'm kind of going to cheat, because I'm going to say Avengers, Infinity War and Endgame, because it is one film. It's just been cut in two. Well, I'm going to have both of them and have like the complete film. So, you know, Endgame is Infinity War Part 2. Well, I'm having Part 1 and Part 2. Humongous, great, big, long film. But I love it. I think it's fantastic. I actually prefer Infinity War to Endgame. I'm being careful, no spoilers. I'm not saying any, you know, I think most people have seen Infinity War who are inclined to see it, but I know not everyone has seen Endgame. Joe has not seen Endgame, so I'm like not saying anything at all about it. But those two together, there is enough detail there to keep me occupied for a significant amount of time, just watching one after the other. I tell you the thing movie-wise that I have wanted to do for a long while, and I almost did, but the person I was watching with kind of copped out. I wanted to watch all 3 Lord of the Rings extended cut DVDs, or I mean it was 2 DVDs per film for the extended ones. I want to watch all 3 of the extended Lord of the Rings films one after the other in one day, in one sitting. Admittedly with breaks for food and the toilet, but you know. But I can't give that as my answer here, because that definitely is 3 films. Return of the King being my favourite, because you really wanted to know that. It's no Return of the King, that's the 3rd one. Whatever, the 2nd one. I can't remember what that one's. Is it the 2 Towers? Something like that. I like the 2nd one the best. Anyway, next question. One website to visit. How honest am I going to be? Am I on my own locked in this room for the rest of my existence? If I am, Pornhub? YouTube, obviously. Yeah. Because that's where all of my friends are. Yeah, that's kind of... But wait, no. Is it YouTube or is it Twitter? Have I got a phone with apps? Can I actually, when I do Twitter, I mostly am using the website and not the app on my phone. I only use the app on my phone when I'm out. So it is a toss-up between YouTube and Twitter, or... No, I've never looked on that other website in my life. I don't know anything about it. Does it exist? No idea. Yeah... I can't, oh God, I don't know if I can choose between those two. Can I get down there without dying? I mean, I use Twitter more for keeping up with current events and whatnot as a news thing. What the hell's good? What's a rock? I'm starting a rock slide. Yay. I do use Twitter for keeping in touch with people a bit. I have some friends on there who use it, but mostly I use Twitter more for political news than I do for gaming related stuff. I'm very, very political, and I follow lots of Corbyn supporting Twitter accounts. I am a Corbyn supporter. I joined the Labour Party just so I could vote for him as leader. And if I was like living the same day, albeit different every day, how would Twitter fit in that? I don't know. It kind of might break that, how that works. I would say YouTube. Yeah, because, well, it's YouTube, isn't it? And YouTube's great. Okay, next question. One meal. Oh God. Well, there's a thing. The meal I would choose, I can no longer eat because my digestive system is completely messed up, and I get chronic heartburn and other problems that we won't even discuss. But let's presume that that has been fixed. It would be Thai green chicken curry, but not just any Thai green chicken curry. It would be the Thai green chicken curry. Shut up, you bloody noisy twat. That they, oh God, I don't want to go near them. Hang on, no, it's animals. I thought it was people. I don't mind going near animals. Yeah, the Thai green chicken curry they made at the Eagle Eye Lounge in York quite some years ago. It's probably under different management and different people, chef, cook, whatever now. But it was fascinating because it's a chicken curry, but it had fish bones in it. I'm pretty sure there was like anchovy in that sauce or something. It's the only thing I could think of that would explain those kind of bones. Really, really tiny, soft little bones, not the kind of things that would stick in your throat, thankfully. I wound up in hospital once because a fish bone from a Tesco value fish finger stuck in my throat. Never eaten a fish finger since. Don't eat Tesco value fish fingers, they're dangerous. This is all very pretty. I like it down here. Yeah, so Eagle Eye Lounge, Thai green chicken curry. Absolutely gobsmackingly gorgeous. One dessert. I can answer that without even thinking. Froggy! Frogger. The road, there is no road for you to cross. No logs on the river. That's the first frog I've seen in this game. I want to pick it up and lick it. What the hell's that one? What's that? Is that a water vole? Oh, you little bastard! It bit me, you little shit. Yeah, fuck you. I have seen water voles in real life. I used to fish at this little lake. Yeah, bastard. Skin? Yeah, we'll skin the little shit. A muskrat. But yeah, I used to fish at this lake. Stringy meat. Scent glands. Yeah, great. Wipe yourself down with a rat's ass to smell nice. Okay. Fishing, yes. I fished at this little lake near Dean's Hanger in just outside Milton Keynes, and there used to be water voles there, and they're cute, and they don't bite you like that little shitbag. Okay, dessert. One dessert. Tiramisu. Is that how you pronounce it? I think it's tiramisu, not tiramisu. Tiramisu, whatever that. Love it. I've never had one that I don't like. I could quite easily eat too much and then feel sick. I can hear someone talking. Who's talking? Is it in the game or is it someone outside? I don't know. I don't want to meet anyone in the game, and I don't want anyone talking outside either. They just... What? Who's talking? No idea. So, distracted by people talking. 1 pack or bag of sweets, or like chocolate bar or whatever. God, that's tricky. I think I'm going to have to go with the Cadbury's Whisper Bar. I really like Whisper Bars. They are gorgeous. I eat far too many of them. In fact, I'm trying not to buy them because I am watching me weight. I don't put on weight really easily, but I do put on weight if I eat lots of chocolate, which I am inclined to do. So I've taken to buying like Tunnock's caramel wafer bars instead, which are, oh, I'm not going near them. We don't need none of this contact with people business, especially when I ain't got my horse. I don't know where my horse is. I suppose I could nick theirs, but I don't want to talk to them or shoot them. Maybe they can find whoever that was talking back there and probably shoot them. Yeah, Cadbury's Whisper Bar. 1 beer or alcoholic beverage. Well, I'll tell you what, it sure as hell won't be Morrison's Best Bitter. Best compared to what? I don't know. Sleep, smoke cigars, eat food or drink coffee and alcohol to refill your debt. Smoking cigars gives you a better eye for shooting, eh? Okay. Is this sponsored by the tobacco industry? Hamlet, the mild cigar, helps you shoot people in the head. Okay. Drink, was it? Yeah. Well, okay, yeah. Now I'm torn actually. It's either going to be a bottle of 5 AM Saint Red American Ale, American Red Ale, something like that, made by Brewdog. That is my favourite beer. It's gorgeous, it's lovely, it's just the nicest beer I've ever drunk. I can't... What I would like actually is to drink a bottle of that and then drink a pint of Kilkenny's Red, because it is so long since I had Kilkenny's Red, I don't know how that would compare. So it's either going to be that, Red Ale, or it's going to be a shot of Johnny Walker Blue Label whiskey, which is just... It's paradise in a glass, just not a big enough glass. Though if it was a big enough glass I would be dead because I wouldn't stop drinking it. It is a good thing that that stuff is really, really expensive. You know, you're talking £100 a bottle. I can't afford it, and really it is... I don't think it's that expensive because it costs that much to make it. I think it's that expensive because if it wasn't, people would kill themselves drinking it because they wouldn't stop until they were dead. It's bloody gorgeous. Yeah. 1 normal drink. Well, you see, I'm trying to be healthy in my lifestyle choices. If I wasn't, it would be Coke. No two ways about it. If it's a non-alcoholic drink, then Coke, and that's that. It's just, I don't like the sound of that. I love Coke. It's just great. If I can't have Coke for health reasons, what is that horse doing? Is it mine? Can I catch it? My horse is out of whistling range. What are these horses doing? Arsing about, whatever. Oh, there's people. We don't want to go near them. People are bad. They're arseholes. I don't like them. In this game, at least, and probably, well, real world. Yeah, not all. So, drink. It's spelled Belvoir, but it's pronounced Beaver if you're up north, at least. What's it? Elderflower Press. Something like that. Or there's Elderflower and Rose. They're just gorgeous. Drink, sort of, drink things. Yeah, kind of expensive, but really nice. One book or magazine? God, that's really difficult. No, it's not. No, it's not. It would be Literary Outlaw by Ted Morgan. It is the biography of William Burroughs. I don't read many biographies. I've only read a few books by William Burroughs, Naked Lunch being like the main one, and Naked Lunch being where the Benway name in my Steve Benway name comes from. Dr. Benway. Yeah, Literary Outlaw is Burroughs' biography. He's got a few biographies, I've read a couple of them, but that one is just fantastic. And it's actually, oh, let's eat some tobacco, why not? Don't smoke it or anything, eh? Yeah, there's a bit actually in Literary Outlaw where one of it's one of Burroughs' friends eats tobacco, or he thinks one of Burroughs' other friends has put tobacco in something he's eating, and it makes him really sick. Yeah, but I mean, I really like Naked Lunch. It's fascinating. It's a mind-boggling read because it's just completely messed up. He was out of his face on heroin most of the time that he was writing it, and he just sent all the pages back to his publicist in no particular order. And the publicist decided, okay, well, we'll just publish them in this order since there didn't seem to be any way of putting them together that made sense. It's a good read, but that biography is more enjoyable to read than Burroughs' actual written work itself. His life is fascinating and completely mental. It's a big book. It's a long read. I've read it twice. I will probably read it again. It's one of my favourite books. It's like novels, you've got to wait a really, well, I like to wait a really long time. If I'm going to read a novel and then read it again, there's got to be a gap of quite a few years before I read it again. That book, I could read that and then read it again straight away. I haven't read it in quite a few years, probably over a decade. But it's great. You can rest by holding. Okay. How do we do that? Okay. No, I'm not setting up camp. I'm not resting on it. Let's just. Yeah. Okay. So, book. One music album or audio book. Well, I've never listened to an audio book in my life, so it's going to have to be an album. And oh God, it is going to be between David Bowie, The Next Day, because that is my favourite Bowie album. So many people who like are into Bowie are into the Ziggy era, because that was when he was at his most groundbreaking. And then there are the people who say they like Bowie, but it's like Let's Dance. Well, pfft, that's Bowie for people who aren't really into Bowie. I like the stuff that it's not cool to like. I like the stuff from Tin Machine onwards, post EMI. There is some stuff before the EMI years. I like the Berlin stuff. In fact, I like some of the pre-Ziggy, not all of it. It's a bit hokey. Ziggy, you know, it's just like, yeah, whatever. It's good, but and then Diamond Dogs through the yeah. What was it? What's that soul album called? Young Americans, and then I don't know, Station to Station. But then the Berlin trilogy. Low and Heroes, great. What's the other one called? God, I can't even remember now. Yeah, that third one, not so good. And Scary Monsters. Well, that's you've got to be in the mood for that. But no, I like the stuff from Tin Machine onwards. And some of that took me a while to get it. Hours, I really didn't like Hours for a significant amount of time, where now I love it. But The Next Day, I just think is fantastic. It's got such a depth to it. And the only song on it I don't like is that Where Are We Now? That starts Where Are We Now? Is that what it's called? Can't remember. Yeah, not a fan of that song. Everything else on it, brilliant. So, but it's between that and 9 Inch Nails, The Fragile double album, just mind-bogglingly bloody awesome. And the only reason I picked that one instead of the Downward Spiral is just because there's more of it. I mean, it's a similar sound and feel to the Downward Spiral, but you get twice as much. And let me give you more light here because it's getting dark and I have the exposure locked. There we go. Yeah, and I think I would probably go for The Fragile rather than Bowie's The Next Day, just because there's more, and I can sleep to The Fragile. I can't sleep to Bowie, I can sleep to 9 Inch Nails. Figure that one out. Okay. Toy, Rubik's Cube train set, action figure, or whatever. God. Wow. I don't really do toys anymore. I mean, obviously games consoles, but they're not toys. I guess some kind of, God, it's dark. I can't see. Let's just set up a camp. Can't. Oh, sod it. Yeah, some kind of drone, I guess. I have drones. I have several. There'll be those who say I do drone on a bit, but they're fun, especially the ones that like send a video signal to your phone so you can see what they're seeing while you're flying them. I have one of those. Actually, I think I've got more than one of those. I should dig these drones out at some point soon-ish. I haven't flown one since I've been living here. That would probably be my choice. One phone call to anyone past or present, famous or not. Oh God, this one actually bothers me greatly. I don't care about speaking to anyone famous, past or present. If I could make a phone call to absolutely anyone, I would make a phone call to my dad, who is dead. But I wouldn't want to phone him every day, even if I didn't remember. Because my dad was an arsehole. There are just some things I would like to say to him. Maybe you're an arsehole, but you know, I'd only want to have that conversation once, even if I didn't remember it. So we'll discount that one. Well, presuming I'm locked in this room and I can't see anyone who's in my life, and the only way of communicating is by phone, well then Joe. I would talk to Joe on the phone, because those who don't know and haven't been keeping up, Joe is my girlfriend. Yeah. It's funny actually, mostly we communicate via Facebook when we're not seeing each other. What's that bird doing? Is it worth shooting? Can I see well enough to... Yeah, that'll be my phone call. And that was the last question. Am I going to continue prattling about now that I've answered all the questions? I kind of want to jump off this cliff. Just... I don't know. Will it let me just walk off the cliff? Or will it stop? I had this... Joe plays Assassin's Creed. I'm not sure which one. It's on the PS4. And I sat and watched her playing it, and I asked her, because she was running along in the dark somewhere, and I said, if you come to a cliff edge, will it let you run off the cliff, seeing as you can't see where you're going? And the answer apparently is no. So the question now is, if I go running towards this cliff here, will my character stop, or will I just fall off the cliff? Let's see. We don't have auto run. Here we go. Okay. That answers that one then. Okay, that is the end of that. Thank you to 911 Gamer for the excellent questions. That was fun. Okay, thank you for watching.
Now see here, there's this Benway chap who's paid me lots of money to tell you should subscribe. So, you know, if you feel like it, I don't care. Bend over more like, ha!